Open season is closing very soon. Federal employees have till Monday, December 14th to choose a new health care plan. Walt Francis is a consultant, health insurance expert, author of the Checkbook Guide to Health Plans. Walt, I'll forgive you for being biased if you think the Checkbook Guide is the place to start for people who are doing this at the last minute. What should they look at when they're looking at these plans? Is the most important thing to think about what they need in the coming year?
Yes, absolutely. And the second most important is your doctor's still in the plan. The only way to be sure is to call your doctor's office. If you're willing to think about changing plans, use either the OPM website or the Checkbook website to just look for something. There's lots of information presented, overwhelming amounts, but there's going to be some angle that appeals to you. Maybe some particular benefit that you're interested in. Maybe oh, I didn't know there were that many plans offered by GEHA, or just some clue to look at least 2 or 3 brochures, 2 or 3 plans. Maybe you saw a good ad on TV, but don't just look at your own plan. Look at a couple of others to make sure that your plan is still a reasonable buy in comparison. And there are choices. For example, very few people know about GEHA Elevate or Blue Cross FEP Blue. Recently new plans. There's new United plans. There's a lot of plans out there that you probably never heard of. Check out 1 or 2 or 3 of them.
What should I check out as I'm reading these brochures? What are the terms or the buzzwords or whatever that I should understand as I'm trying to make this decision at the last minute?
Well, on the last page, but 1 or 2 of every brochure, is a summary of its benefits. It's like a 1-page summary. So you could just let your eyes scroll down that page and see, oh gosh, it only costs $20 a doctor's visit, or whatever it is that catches your eye. Or I can get name brand drugs for, only paying 20% of the cost, something like that. So you can glance quickly at benefits in lots of plans just by downloading their brochures as PDF files and flipping through them a little bit. You can look at the summaries and the side-by-side comparison feature, both at the OPM and Checkbook websites, and the plan websites are, you type in Blue Cross or Aetna or United or Kaiser and the words the letters FEHB, and you're going to get some information real fast.
What is the risk if I do nothing and just OPM rolls me over into the next plan, the same plan that I had this year for next year?
Well, there's no risk of losing health insurance. You automatically stay in the plan you're in. And even if there's a few plans that leave the program every year, but you're automatically rolled over into some other plan, you're not going to be left without insurance. But the big risk is you're going to lose the $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a year saving that you could find in a plan with lower premiums and equally good or better benefits. And people leave that money laying on the table. It's like giving yourself a pay raise, only you forgot to do it. So you want to give yourself that pay raise before the end of open season by finding a plan that's better than the one you're in.
Health insurance isn't the only thing that people have to make, a decision people can make at the last minute. What else is on the table, Walt?
Again, the open season deadlines apply to FedVIP plans, which are dental and vision plans, and especially important, almost everybody should set up a flexible spending account for your out-of-pocket costs and get a roughly 25 or 30% discount on whatever you spend for healthcare out of pocket. That's just more money that people leave lying on the table because they don't take a few minutes to check out their options during open season.
We have about a minute left, Walt. What should I do if I do nothing else as the deadline runs down? Where do I start?
Look at the brochure of the plan you're in. Download it, again, from the plan website, the OPM website, the Checkbook website. Look at the page that says how the plan changes for next year. And just let your eyes glance down that page to make sure there's not some really unpleasant surprise there. Call your doctor's office to check, is my physician in the plan next year? That's the key question. Next year, you really want to be using preferred providers who are in the plan networks. And thirdly, is my health changing? And is there some benefit that I really need to have a good deal on, because you want to check your plan brochure and a few others to make sure you're well covered for whatever that expense is next year.
Walt Francis, thanks very much. Happy open season.
Thank you. You too.